My name is Jimmy.
What's up, you guys? Jimmy here, back at you with another review for The Flash. And this is the 12th episode, and the episode is titled Crazy for You. Considering that Valentine's Day is only like 11 days away. But in this episode, it starts off with a girl breaking into Iron Heights. Come to find out, she's a metahuman. Which she has the ability to teleport, which she teleported her boyfriend Clay, which, after finding out a little bit about it, it's Shauna, which in the comics, she is referred to as Peekaboo! Which, funny thing, Caitlin actually gave her the name Peekaboo, which, just like she said, she has the ability to teleport, but only to what she sees. So, in a way, to some extent, she can seem a little faster than Barry does. But eventually, they figured out that they have to take away her sight. Which, there are multiple ways to take away a person's sight without literally having to blind them. As long as they can't see anything at all, she has no ability to teleport, which Flash was able to do that, and they were able to capture her and put her in their prison. But also in the episode, just like at the end of the episode, last week's episode, Hartley said he knew what happened to Ronnie. Come to find out, after some investigating, he showed that Cisco, that actually Martin Stein was there the day of the explosion, and he had something with him, which we already know Martin Stein was studying this Project Firestorm, which he was also studying the ability to make kind of like transmutation, making two things into one, which we find out him and Ronnie merged into one. That's why he wasn't acting right. But any of us that are comic book readers, any of us that already know Firestorm, already knew this. So it's not really that much news. I mean, Firestorm has changed up a little bit, because the other half was another kid in the comics. But, really wasn't that much of a shocker, And we know we know that there's going to be a way to separate them, because Firestorm, they both have the ability, but they become one. It's just their minds share one body. But yeah, but also we get to see a little bit throughout the episode of I guess both Barry and Caitlin. It seems like they need to start to move on, because Barry, he's not going to be with Iris anytime soon, and the stuff with Ronnie, with Caitlin. So towards the end of the episode, they both decided to move on, and even Barry got some digits himself. Yeah, got himself a girlfriend now. But yeah, but also we do get to see a little bit of Henry Henry Allen. So it's kind of nice to see him there for more than just one scene. Like, Barry, I know you're doing this, but stop. Like, it was nice to see him there for more than one scene of the show. So it was really nice getting him involved. And, even at the end of the episode, he pretty much could knew that Barry is the Flash. Which, I mean, I really wouldn't think of that as a bad thing of him knowing. I mean, I would say he's one of the people it would be safe, because he's in prison. And also this next bit is a spoiler alert if you have not watched the episode, especially the scene at the very end. We see the sewer, so I'm thinking for a sec, I'm like, oh, are we going to see some stuff with Hartley? No. Grodd. He attacks some men. Which I was like geeking out. I was like, oh my god, this is real Grodd. I mean, the thing that would have topped it off was the fact if he talked. Because, I know Grodd. I know him from the past animated universe. I know him from the comics. So I know who Grodd is. And, just after seeing this episode, I have to say this was a pretty dang good episode, I have to say. You know, uh, another villain not killed off. That's a good thing. And seeing that little bit of Grodd was pretty dang awesome. And I'm still calling it Grodd being a future season villain, like a villain of the entire season, like how Arrow, the first season was the Dark Archer, second season was Deathstroke. This season is Ra's al Ghul. I'm just calling it again. Gorilla Grodd, season villain. I don't know what season, but I say he's big enough of a threat, and I say he's big enough of a villain to be a villain for the entire season. Just saying right there. But, a couple other things that I thought made this episode that much cooler. One thing that they called Shauna Peekaboo. So it's like when I was like looking this up as the episode was airing, I was like, okay, I'm gonna find out who she is. So I started typing up her name, and Peekaboo. I'm like, and when I heard it in the episode itself, I was like, wow, I can't believe they actually called her that. Because it seems like, characters with corny names, you would think they wouldn't have these names. Peekaboo. I mean, there's one thing, Captain Cold, Weather Wizard, those characters, but that name. Yeah. But I have to say, another reason is because we had a reference to Superman in a scene when Barry's about to be shot on the back of his neck. He uses his speed to kind of make the bullet not get him so much. I mean, it barely pierced his skin. He said, I guess I'm faster than a speeding bullet, which, that's one of the classic things of Superman. Even though they've always made out the Flash to be faster than Superman. Yes, Superman's one of the most powerful metahumans, but the Flash is the fastest. I mean, besides the Christopher Reeve Superman, has Superman ever been able to travel through time with his super speed? From my information, no, he never has. And the Flash has the Speed Force. But all in all, really do enjoy this episode, and really am looking forward to next week's episode. Have to say, last week's episode, this week's episode, next week's episode, this second half is beginning to be a pretty awesome season. Second half for the season, because we had that Revenge of the Rogues. We had last week's episode. We had this week's episode. I think this second half is going to be pretty dang awesome. Have to say. But that's pretty much it on my thoughts on the episode. Also, if you didn't watch my review for Gotham, go check it out. And also, I talked a little bit about the details that have been released for the live-action Teen Titans show for TNT. Pretty much to sum it up, at the beginning of the pilot, Dick Grayson will still be Robin. It's after him and Batman have their argument, when he leaves. Uh, the Teen Titans that will be in the show is, of course, Dick. There's also Starfire, Raven, which she'll all be going by the name Rachel Roth, which that's one of her names, and Hawk and Duff. And by the end of the episode, that pilot episode, the team will be formed, and I guess you can assume that Robin will finally be Nightwing. Which, some people were wondering, I'm like, why is he Nightwing? Well, yeah, and plus, it's not called Teen Titans. From my information, it's called Titans. But let me know down in the comment section below your thoughts and opinions on the episode. And also your thoughts on the Teen Titans info that I just gave you for the second time. Oh, and also, before I forget, there was a scene where Barry did some karaoke with Caitlin, which I thought that was really cool, considering that Grant Gustin is from Glee originally. I never watched Glee myself, but I think it was kind of cool to put some sort of reference to Glee. We might see something like that in Supergirl. Maybe, because the girl from Supergirl is from Glee. So, that's it for all my thoughts and opinions on all that stuff. But, as always, my name's Jimmy. Until next time, bye.